where green once used to grow. The wind whispers of what I'll never know. Ash and dust beneath my feet, where life and love used to meet. Your shadow lingers in the haze, a memory burned by brighter days. I thought we'd bloom, I thought we'd stay, but everything turned to gray. The sky above is empty and wide, just like the hollow I keep inside. A field of scorched earth, where nothing lives, where nothing's worth. I tried to plan, I tried to care, but all that's left is smoke in the air. Every heartbeat feels like fire, every step pulls me further in the mire. A field of scorched earth, and I'm standing in the ruins of us. I see the bones of dreams we made, the promises that couldn't evade. Even the rain won't touch this ground, it just falls and disappears without a sound. The silence screams what words can't tell, the weight of a love that fell. I trace the lines of what remains and count the cost of all our pain. The wind keeps blowing through the haze, just like the memories that never fade. A field of scorched earth, where nothing lives, where nothing's worth. I tried to plan, I tried to care, but all that's left is smoke in the air. Every heartbeat feels like fire, every step pulls me further in the mire. A field of scorched earth, and I'm standing in the ruins of us. Maybe one day the ground will heal, maybe I'll learn how to feel, but for now I'll walk this place, haunted by the ash we can't replace. A field of scorched earth, where love once bloomed now has no birth. I'll carry the echoes, I'll carry the pain, through every step in the acid rain. Even if nothing grows again, even if fire leaves all in vain. A field of scorched earth, and I'm learning how to rise from the ashes of us. The sky may open, the sun may burn, the lessons of loss are slow to learn. A field of scorched earth, but I'll keep walking, I'll keep walking. I traced the lines with shaking hands, all these roads I didn't plan. Every arrow points somewhere, but none of them say where. I packed my heart like I knew how, left without a reason now. Every mile feels borrowed time, like I crossed an invisible line. I keep moving just to feel like motion means something real. I'm walking with a map with no destination, following hope without a name. Every turn feels like hesitation, every step's a question mark in rain. I'm not lost, I'm just unfinished, learning how to stand alone. I'm holding on to faded directions, on a map with no destination home. The landmarks don't look like before, familiar streets don't feel secure. I circle places we once were, like love left fingerprints on the dirt. I ask the stars for clearer signs, they blink like they're out of time. Maybe knowing where I'll land is more than I can understand. I keep breathing, I keep going, even when I don't know what I'm choosing. I'm walking with a map with no destination, following hope without a name. Every turn feels like hesitation, every step's a question mark in rain. I'm not lost, I'm just unfinished, learning how to stand alone. I'm holding on to faded directions, on a map with no destination home. Maybe the point was never knowing, just having the courage to keep going. If I stop searching for the end, maybe the road will be my friend. I'm walking with a map with no destination, but my heart's still learning how. Every wrong turn feels like creation of a self I haven't found. If home is something I become, not somewhere I've been shown, then maybe I was always meant to walk this road alone. I fold the map, I face the sky, let the question stay alive. No destination, no disguise, just forward steps and open eyes. I walk the path we used to know, each step sings, each step shows the places I've been, the things I've done, all the shadows hiding from the sun. Your name's a ghost beneath my feet, every memory feels incomplete. I thought I could erase the past, but it sticks, it stains, it always lasts. I keep moving, but it drags me down. Every footprint just drags me to the ground. Footprints filled with mud mark the steps of all I lost and loved. I try to clean them, wash them away, but they stay, they stay. The rain falls hard, but it won't mend. Every misstep feels like the end. Footprints filled with mud, leading back to what I can't undo. See your face in puddles deep, reflections of promises I couldn't keep. The sky turns gray above my head. The weight of silence is all that's said. I move through days with heavy shoes, haunted by old unspoken truths. Every step forward feels unsure, like I'm sinking slower than before. I keep moving, but it drags me down. Every footprint just drags me to the ground. Footprints filled with mud mark the steps of all I lost and loved. I try to clean them, wash them away, but they stay, they stay. Footprints filled with mud, leading back to what I can't undo. Maybe some paths aren't meant to heal. Maybe some weight is what we feel. I'll carry on through storms and floods, through every footprint filled with mud. Footprints filled with mud. I can't erase, I can't run. They remind me of what I am and what I lost, what I began. The rain keeps falling, I keep going, learning how to feel without knowing. Footprints filled with mud are the map of everything I love. Step by step I make my way through remnants of yesterday. Footprints filled with mud. I'll keep moving, I'll keep moving. The room feels bigger now you're gone. Too much air but nothing warm. I catch myself still holding space for a shadow I can't replace. Every habit pulls me back, every memory hits like that. I forget how to exist without the weight of your heartbeat. I don't choke, but it still hurts, like living takes more work. I'm learning to breathe without you. It shouldn't be this hard to do. Every breath feels borrowed new, like my lungs don't know the truth. I'm standing where we used to stand, with empty air inside my hands. I'm still alive, but not the same. Learning to breathe without your name. The nights are louder than before, silence presses on my core. I sleep on half of the bed, like I'm afraid of forgetting you exist. I talk to walls, I talk to time, convincing both I'll be fine. But healing's not a straight line thing. It's learning how to feel everything. I don't drown, but I still live with every breath I take. I'm learning to breathe without you. It shouldn't be your name. Maybe one day breathing won't hurt. Maybe my chest won't feel this burst. But tonight I let the pain stay. It's part of how I'm learning to stay. I'm learning to breathe without you, slow and uneven, but it's true. I still miss the way we feel, but I won't disappear with it. If love taught me how to fall apart, it can teach me how to start. I'm still here, I still remain, learning to breathe through the pain. The air is cold, but it's still mine. I'll take it one breath at a time. I'm learning to breathe without you, and somehow I'm still alive. I found your sweater in the drawer. Smells like a life we had before. I fold it slow like if I rush. The truth will break or I will crush. The walls still know our future tense. We spoke in vows, not consequence. Now every promise feels too loud. So I'm learning how to say it out. I never knew how heavy one small word could be. I'm packing away the always with the things we swore were true. All those tomorrows we named like they already knew. I wrap it up in silence, put it somewhere safe from me. I'm packing away the always so I can finally breathe. We used to plan like time was kind, like love was permanent design. Now I erase you pencil light, afraid to tear the page tonight. I still say we inside my head, then correct myself instead. It's strange how endings come disguised as quiet changes in our lives. I never thought goodbye would sound this calm inside. I'm packing away the always with the things we swore were true. All those tomorrows we named like they already knew. I wrap it up in silence, put it somewhere safe from me. I'm packing away the always so I can finally breathe. Maybe always was just a way to feel less scared of yesterday. I don't regret the way we tried, I just can't live there every night. I'm packing away the always, not burning it, just letting go. It taught me how to stay before it taught me how to know. Some loves aren't meant to stay, but they don't fade away completely. I'm packing away the always and keeping what it gave to me. The box goes high, the room feels bare, but somehow lighter than despair. I close the lid I face today without the word we couldn't say. I keep rewinding moments in my head, like clocks could heal the things you said. Every street we knew by heart feels unfamiliar since we fell apart. I watch the water fight its way against the pull of yesterday. I'd give anything I had to make us something we still had. If I could bend the laws of time, unbreak the words, redraw the lines, I'd swim upstream through all the pain just to hear you say my name. But like rivers running backwards, I wish the end could be the start. I'd let the current tear me open if it led me to your heart. But nothing moves the way I pray. The past won't turn, it slips away. I'm standing still, asking after for rivers running backwards. Your shadow lingers in my chest, a ghost that never learned to rest. I trace the shape of who we were before the truth began to blur. The nights feel longer than before. I count the cracks along the floor. Every almost, every then plays on repeat in my head again. If love could learn to disobey, if fate would just look the other way, I'd swim upstream through all the pain just to hear you say my name. Like rivers running backwards, I wish the end could be the start. I'd let the current tear me open if it led me to your heart. But nothing moves the way I pray. The past won't turn, it slips away. I'm standing still, asking after for rivers running backwards. Maybe some things are meant to be undone. Maybe healing isn't always running home. Still I dream in impossible ways of you turning back, of us being okay. Like rivers running backwards, I keep hoping you'll appear. I'd rewrite every broken chapter if it meant you'd still be here. But time is cruel, it won't obey. It only flows one single way. So I let go, though it still matters. No rivers running back. I stay behind, learning how to release my mind. Some loves aren't lost, just carried after by rivers running forward. I don't bleed the way I used to, but I still feel every wrong move. Some nights ache without a reason, like old storms changing seasons. I learned how to smile on cue, say I'm fine and almost mean it too. But there's a part I never show, where the hurt still learns to close. I walk careful, I walk slow. Some wounds heal quieter than most. I I've got scabs over the soul, holding together what broke. They don't shine, they don't look clean, but they mean I survived something. I flinch when you get too close, not because I don't want hope, just try not to reopen these scabs over the soul. I carry love like fragile glass, afraid the past will crack it fast. I trust in inches, not in leaps. I keep my promises, like to keep. Every laugh costs something still. Every calm takes strength and will. Healing isn't pretty or proud, it's learning how to live out loud. I don't hide, but I don't expose what's still finding its way home. I've got scabs over the soul, holding together what broke. They don't shine, they don't look clean, but they mean I survived something. I flinch when you get too close, not because I don't want hope, just try not to reopen these scabs over the soul. Maybe one day they'll fade away, maybe they're not meant to stay, but right now they're proof I tried and didn't disappear inside. I've got scabs over the soul, still tender but still whole. I don't need to be untouched, I just need gentle enough. If love comes slow, I'll let it grow at the pace my heart can hold. I'm learning how to feel again with scabs over the soul. I don't need fixing, I don't need saving, just time and patient breathing. I'm still here, I still know how to hold with scabs over the soul. I laid it down when no one sees, beneath the weight of memory. I told myself it's safer here, where nothing breaks, where nothing hears. The world keeps moving bright and loud, but I stay buried underground. Every step above my chest presses deeper what I learned. I thought time would do its part, but it only learned how to hard in the dark. Snow falling on a buried heart, quiet, cold, falling apart. Every flake says stay asleep, every silence digs in deep. I can't feel love, I can't feel stars, just snow falling on a buried heart. Your name still lives beneath my skin, a frozen place I keep within. I don't say it, I don't breathe. Like speaking might unearth the grief. I see the world in muted tones, white on white, bone on bone. Even warmth feels far away, like something meant for another day. I thought numb was how I'd heal, but numb just taught me how to feel nothing real. Snow falling on a buried heart, quiet cold falling apart. Every flake says stay asleep, every silence digs in deep. I can't feel love, I can't feel stars, just snow falling on a buried heart. If I stay still, maybe it won't hurt. If I stay buried, maybe I won't burn. But even winter hears the beat of something alive beneath the sheet. Snow falling on a buried heart, but it's still beating in the dark. Even frozen, even scarred, I'm more alive than I thought I was. The cold may cover every part, but it can't stop what wants to start. Snow falling on a buried heart is not the end, just where we are. Spring will come, or maybe not. Still something moves beneath the frost. Snow keeps falling, soft and slow, over a heart that still says no. We used to speak in absolutes, like truth was something we both knew. Your eyes were sure, your hands were steady, mine believed you completely. Now every promise sounds unsure, like footsteps fading from the shore. I don't know when the ground gave way, I just know something changed. Nothing broke, nothing burned, no final line, no lesson learned. Just a quiet slipping through of everything I thought I knew. It's the erosion of certainty, slow like waves against belief. No moment I can point to blame, just faith wearing thin with every day. I'm standing where we used to be, but the ground won't hold beneath my feet. It's not heartbreak suddenly, it's the erosion of certainty. Still say my name the same, but it doesn't land, it doesn't stay. Your touch feels careful, measured light, like you're already halfway gone tonight. I search your face for something true, but even truth feels worn and used. Every answer leads to doubt, every silence says it loud. Nothing shattered, nothing screamed, just cracks in what we meant to mean. I keep trying to believe, but belief is leaving me. It's the erosion of certainty, slow like waves against belief. No moment I can point to blame, just faith wearing thin with every day. I'm standing where we used to be, but the ground won't hold beneath my feet. It's not heartbreak suddenly, it's the erosion of certainty. Maybe love was never stone, maybe it was sand and hope. I held it tight, I held it close, didn't know how fast it goes. It's the erosion of certainty, watching chance retreat from me. I don't hate you, I don't fight, I just miss how sure I felt tonight. I'll learn to stand in shifting seas, build my heart on honesty, even if it's breaking me. Through the erosion of certainty, the tide pulls back, the truth is bare. I'm still here even if I'm sure what we were may not remain, but I'm learning how to stand again. Still reach out without thinking, in crowded rooms and empty time, like muscle memory is speaking when the world feels out of line. Your fingers feel like a promise I never learned how to forget. Now every silence knows your shape, every breath holds some regret. I swear I feel you now and then, like you never really left. It's the ghost of your hand in mine, warm for just a second in time. I turn around but you're not there, just the echo of how much you care. I hold on longer than I should to something gone but something good. It's the ghost of your hand in mine, still teaching my heart how to feel goodbye. The streets we used to know, every corner says your name, even strangers passing by carry pieces of your face. I've learned how absence has a way, how it pulls without a sound, like love doesn't really leave, it just learns how to hang around. I try to let the moment fade, but my hands still remember you this way. It's the ghost of your hand in mine, warm for just a second in time. I turn around but you're not there, just the echo of how much you care. I hold on longer than I should to something gone but something good. It's the ghost of your hand in mine, still teaching my heart how to feel. If I let go, will you disappear or live quiet year by year? I without a trace. It's the ghost of your hand in mine, fading slow but still alive. I'm learning how to walk alone, with memories stitched into my bones. If this is how love says goodbye, by leaving warmth behind, then I'll carry it till I'm fine. The ghost of your hand in mine. The night moves on, so do I. But sometimes, just sometimes, I find in the quiet in between, your hand still holding me. Practice saying it alone, in the mirror undertone. Try to make it sound polite, like it wouldn't change my life. I packed my voice with steady hands, left no room for second plans. Every word weighed more than it should. Some things hurt even when they're good. It's not the tears that scare me now, it's how calm I sound. This is the heavy lifting of goodbye, holding it without letting it fly. Carrying love while I set it down, trying not to let it hit the ground. It's choosing truth over another try, standing still while my chest caves in. This is the heavy lifting of goodbye, and I'm feeling every bit of it. You look at me like you still hold, like I might loosen the road. But I've learned what staying costs, and how much more I've already lost. We say it softly, not to break what little strength is left to take. No slammed doors, no burning bridges, just tired hearts and honest distances. I don't raise my voice or cry, but my hands are shaking. This is the heavy lifting of goodbye, holding it without letting it fly. Carrying love while I set it down, trying not to let it hit the ground. It's choosing truth over another try, standing still while my chest caves in. This is a heavy lifting of goodbye, and I'm feeling every bit of it. If love was enough, we'd still be here, but sometimes care doesn't conquer fear. I don't hate you, I just can't stay, and that's the hardest kind of pain. This is the heavy lifting of goodbye. No villains, no one's wrong or right, just two people setting down what they were too tired to fight. I'll carry this until I'm strong enough to let the weight be gone. This is a heavy lifted up goodbye, and I'm still standing somehow. Turn away, but not in haste, Some things deserve a slower pace. No fireworks, no final cry, just the quiet work of goodbye. I stand where the water meets my feet, trying to breathe, trying to keep the ground beneath me from slipping away. Everything feels further today. The horizon won't stay in its place. It keeps winding my fear and faith. I thought I knew how deep I was, but this feels bigger than us. I faced waves before, I've learned to stay, but something's different today. The ocean is too big today. It's asking more than I can give away. I'm not drowning, I'm just afraid of how small I suddenly feel. The tide pulls hard, my hands are bare. I whisper your name into the air. The ocean is too big today, and I don't know where to stand. Your memory moves like a current slow, pulling me places I don't wanna go. Every step forward feels unsure, like I'm standing on an open door. The sky looks calm, but I know better. I've learned how silence gathers weather. There's no edge to what I feel, just endless blue that won't reveal. I tell myself I'll be okay, but the water keeps rising anyway. The ocean is too big today. It's asking more than I can give away. I'm not drowning, I'm just afraid of how small I suddenly feel. The tide pulls hard, my hands are bare. I whisper your name into the air. The ocean is too big today, and I don't know where to stand. Maybe tomorrow it'll feel kind, maybe the waves will ease their mind. But tonight I let myself admit I wasn't built to carry this. The ocean is too big today, but I'm still here. I haven't faded. I'll step back from the edge of blue and learn what I can do. I don't have to cross it all, I don't have to answer the call. The ocean is too big today, so I'll survive the shore. The waves keep moving, so do I. Even when the sea feels wide, the ocean's big, but so is time. And I'm allowed to take mine. Fold your memory into my chest, like a letter I can't let rest. Every line is sharp, every word cuts deeper than I thought it could. I try to breathe, I try to leave, but the past clings tighter than it should. I stumble through the empty streets, every step is bittersweet. I thought moving on would be clean, but it's messy, slow and unseen. This is the poetry of moving on. Each tear a stanza, each scar a melody. I write your name and let it go. I paint the ache you left in shadow. I'm learning how to walk alone with fragments of us I've always known. The poetry of moving on is living in what won't let me be. I whisper to the ghosts at night, hoping the dark will make it right. But even silence holds your trace in every corner of my space. The rhythm of goodbye is slow. It bends my heart, it lets me know that letting go is not a race. It's a fragile, painful grace. I thought moving on would be clean, but it's messy, slow and unseen. This is the poetry of moving on. Each tear a stanza, each scar a melody. I write your name, then let it go. I paint the ache you left in shadow. I'm learning how to walk alone with fragments of us I've always known. The poetry of moving on is living in what won't let me be. Maybe one day the lines will blur. Maybe one day my heart won't stir. But tonight I let the rhythm flow in the poetry of letting go. This is the poetry of moving on. Every breath, every step, painfully I carry what I can't release and find a broken sort of peace. The words remain, the ache remains, but I'll keep writing through the chains. The poetry of moving on is learning love can set you free. The pen falls quiet, the night grows thin. I'm still learning how to begin. The poetry of moving on painfully, but I go on. I reach for you, but you're not there. The routine lingers in the air. The coffee cup, the empty chair. Every little thing reminds me you're elsewhere. I move through days in quiet loops, tracing old steps, retracing truths. I thought some things would always stay, but habits crumble, fade away. I don't notice it at first, just little things that slowly hurt. It's the slow death of a habit. Every touch, every glance, every minute, fading like smoke in morning light, disappearing out of sight. I still reach for what is gone, pretending the rhythm carries on. The slow death of a habit haunts me when I'm alone. The songs we love now feel off-key, the laughter echoes differently. I find myself in empty halls, listening to memories crawl. Your name's a whisper I can't say, a ghost I chase then push away. Even love can become routine and vanish in what might have been. I don't notice it at first, just little things that slowly hurt. It's the slow death of a habit. Every touch, every glance, every minute, fading like smoke in morning light, disappearing out of sight. I still reach for what is gone, pretending the rhythm carries on. The slow death of a habit haunts me when I'm alone. Maybe it's time to let it go, even if the letting hurts slow. Habits die, but hearts remain, learning alone without the pain. It's the slow death of a habit, and I'm learning how to live with it. The echoes fade, the nights grow long, but I'll find a way to carry on. Even if the routine is gone, I'll create a new rhythm, a new song. The slow death of a habit won't take everything I've become. I set down the cup, I breathe, I start learning to move, learning to part. The slow death, the slow death of a habit becomes the space where I can live. Your face is frozen in the glow, a pixel version of what I know. Your voice arrives a second late, like even time won't cooperate. I reach for you, but touch is thin, just glass between our skin. The night hums low outside my room, and loneliness fills the Zoom. I swear I hear something break in every word we don't It's the wind crying through the screen. All this space in between. I see you, but I can't feel anything that makes this real. Your silence cuts, your smile's routine, like love reduced to a memory. It's the wind crying through the screen, and it sounds like losing you. Your eyes drift past me now and then, like I'm already back when we talk in updates, not in truth. Like distance taught us how to mute. The room feels colder when you laugh, because I know what's missing fast. I'd give anything to hear your breath instead of interference. I'm you myself, so you won't hear how close I am to disappearing. It's the wind crying through the screen. All that smile is in between. I see you, but I can't feel anything that makes this real. Your silence cuts, your smile's routine, like love reduced to a memory. It's the wind crying through the screen, and it sounds like losing you. If I reach out, will you stay? Or is this all we have left to say? A signal breaking, hearts at home, trying not to let go. It's the wind crying through the screen, telling me what you don't mean. I keep pretending this is fine, but love shouldn't lag behind. If this is all we're meant to be, a frozen frame of memory, then let me go gently through the wind crying through the screen. The call ends, the room goes still, no echo left. Just the chill outside, the night knows what it means. The wind keeps crying through the screen. There's a storm in the distance again. I hear it calling my name. The sky keeps holding its breath, like it's afraid to break. Your eyes are dark with something unsaid, words shaking under your skin. Every silence is louder now than anything we've been. I keep waiting for the release, for something honest to finally bleed. but all I get is the sound of tension hanging around. Thunder without the rain. All this noise, no relief from the pain. We circle the truth but never collide. Just lighting up what we hide. It shakes the ground, but nothing changes. Just echoes rolling through our names. Thunder without the rain. A storm that never breaks. We stand too close to the edge, but never jump, never fall. You say I'm fine like a shield, I say nothing at all. The air is thick with almost tears, with words we won't confess. I'd rather drown in something real than ache like this emptiness. I keep waiting for you to say what your silence keeps delaying, but all I hear is the sound of fear moving underground. Thunder without the rain. All this noise, no relief from the pain. We circle the truth but never collide. Just lightning letting up what we hide. It shakes the ground, but nothing changes. Just echoes rolling through our names. Thunder without the rain. A storm that never breaks. Maybe we're scared of the flood, of what honesty might do. So we let the sky keep screaming instead of letting it pour through. Thunder without the rain. I'm tired of bracing for change. If love is only the sound of fear, then I don't wanna stay right here. Let it fall or let it fade. I can't live in the in-between this way. Thunder without the rain is tearing me this way. The clouds roll on, the night remains. No cleansing drop, no release of pain. Just thunder fading once again. Without the rain. You stand right in front of me, but something's rearranged. Your eyes don't land where mine still do. You say my name, it sounds misplaced. We talk about the weather now, like it's safer than the truth. Every sentence dodges us, like we don't know how to choose. I miss you most when you're this close and don't even notice. You're turning into a stranger while still wearing your old face. I know you left your favorite songs, but not the thoughts you won't explain. We used to know each other's storms, now I don't know what to say. You're turning into a stranger, and I'm watching it happen in real time. I memorize new versions of you, like I'll be tested later on. The way you hesitate before you speak, the way your warmth is gone. I still reach for shared history. You reach for something new. It's hard to grieve what hasn't left, but no longer feels like you. I keep pretending I'm okay with us slowly slipping away. You're turning into a stranger while still wearing your old face. I know you left your favorite songs, but not the thoughts you won't explain. We used to know each other's storms, now I don't know what to say. You're turning into a stranger, and I'm watching it happen in real time. If I asked you to come back, would you even know from where? Or have we already crossed the line where love becomes polite? Explain. You're turning into a stranger, and I don't know when it began. Was it silence? Was it patience? Or just time slipping through our hands? I'll always know who you once were. That part of you is mine to keep, but you're turning into a stranger, and it's the quietest way to leave. No slam doors, no goodbye scene, just familiarity thinning. I stay long enough to see you turn into a stranger to me. The sky is holding its breath again. Purple bruises fading thin. The sun won't leave, the stars won't rise. I'm stuck between your truth and mine. I keep waiting for the dark, for something clean, a clear-cut mark. But the light just lingers on, like it doesn't know where it belongs. I thought endings came with peace, but this feels like a pause that never leaves. It's twilight that never becomes night. No closure, no goodbye, just half-lit dreams and tired eyes, living in the almost right. I'd rather fall into the dark than stay here breaking my own heart in twilight that never becomes night. Your silence hums like distant sound, not loud enough to let me drown, not kind enough to let me heal, just enough to keep this real. I replay words that didn't land, like constellations I can't understand. Every second feels delayed, like the world forgot to change. I thought time would push me through, but time just circles back to you. It's twilight that never becomes a night. No closure, no goodbye, just half-lit dreams and tired eyes, living in the almost right. I'd rather fall into the dark than stay here breaking my own heart. In twilight that never becomes night. If the stars won't show their face, if the sun won't give me grace, I'll learn to sit with what's unclear, even if it keeps you near. It's twilight that never becomes night. But I'm tired of waiting for a sign. If nothing ends, I still might choose to step away from what I lose. I don't need the dark to prove that I deserve a morning too. Even from this endless light, I'll walk out of the in-between. Tonight, the sky will change, it always does, even if it's not because of us. Twilight fades, I feel it move, and I finally let go of you. I planted dreams and borrowed light, told myself I'd be alright, watered them with all I had, but something in me's tired and sad. The days move fast, my hands feel weak. I'm giving more than I can keep. Every promise starts to bend before it ever learns to end. They say patience makes you strong, but I've been waiting too long. I'm wilting before the bloom, fading in a quiet room. I never got to feel the sun before the falling had begun. I tried to grow, I tried to stay, but hope keeps slipping through the day. Before the bloom, too early, too soon. I see others come alive, while I'm just trying to survive. Smiles feel heavy on my face, like they don't belong in this place. I carry spring inside my chest, but winter never lets it rest. Every time I start to rise, I feel the weight pull me aside. Maybe I asked for too much light, or maybe this just isn't my time. I'm wilting before the bloom, fading in a quiet room. I never got to feel the sun before the falling had begun. I tried to grow, I tried to stay, but hope keeps slipping through the day. I'm wilting before the bloom. Too early, too soon. If I rest, does that mean I fail? If I pause, will the color pale? Or maybe roots grow deep and slow in places no one gets to know. I was wilting before the bloom, but maybe that's not the end of June. Maybe some flowers learn to breathe in shadows no one gets to see. I'll stay alive, I'll stay in tune with a softer, slower truth. I was wilting before the bloom, but I'm still here, and so is June. The soil waits, the seasons move. There's still a chance, there's still a root. Wilting doesn't mean I'm doomed. It just means I bloomed later than you. The world moves on outside my door, but inside me it's cold and more. Thoughts drift like snow in the night, each one heavy, none feel right. I try to speak, I try to move, but everything's slowed, nothing to prove. The warmth I knew has slipped away and left me shivering where I lay. I thought the sun could reach me here, but winter's grip is too severe. Winter in my own mind, frozen holes I cannot unwind. I reach for love, for light, but find only long endless night. The frost grows in every thought, lessons unlearned, battles fought. Wintering in my own mind, where peace is something I can't find. Memory flickers like a flame. I call your name, but it's not the same. The snow piles high on roads I've made. Every step feels like a barricade. I trace the paths of my mistakes, the choices that leave frozen wakes. I long for spring, I long for thaw, but bitter whispers all it saw. is far from near, I'll keep moving through the fear. The frost may linger, the chill remain, but I'll endure this winter pain, wintering in my own mind, until I find a place to shine. The wind may howl, the sky may gray, but I'll survive, I'll find my way. Wintering in my own mind, until the spring I'm meant to find.